Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's get some individual equity movers now and bring in for market drivers, Nora Melinda, Bloomberg Television markets correspondent. Nora, get us started. Nvidia, the big name here.
The big name of the day here, and almost feels like every day at this point. That's ticker NVDA. And we are seeing the company roaring up as much as 5.6%. This is the highest level on record. Of course, we know that the company topped the $5 trillion mark, the first company to do that in terms of market capitalization. But of course, we also know that this is a lot of this being really driven by a lot of the plans and partnerships that they've been rolling out. But additionally, Trump saying that he will discuss the company's Blackwell AI processors with Chinese leader Xi Jinping. And so this, of course, will really getting Wall Street really excited about what that could mean here for the company and just the broader landscape here. So you are seeing shares on a tear up about 55% year to date.
Wow. All right. Very good. I'll tell you what used to be like a hot stock, a hot sector. Telecommunications. Verizon reported today as well.
They did report revenue. We saw a lot of different metrics that came through here, but they did report a loss in terms of wireless phone subscribers for the third quarter. But they do really have an aggressive strategy that they're really trying to roll out here to gain subscribers. So they're trying to focus away from emphasizing their network and towards improving more or less the customer experience here. So you're seeing shares of Verizon up for their best day since July here, up as much as 5.1%. On the year, not looking like there's too much going on here, up about 1% so far year to date.
Well, it's interesting. This is a new CEO, Dan Schulman, plans to, quote, aggressively transform Verizon's culture and cost structure to improve the customer experience and compete effectively. That's, I mean, when you think about, Verizon, these big telecom companies, that might be a hard thing to do.
Absolutely.
These aircraft carriers of companies.
And I feel like people are kind of like locked into whatever company they work with. I mean, I feel like you have your one phone provider. Unless some other hot new deal comes out, you pretty much stick with the legacy that you have.
But churn is a big thing in wireless.
That's also true.
Yep. So
when it's time to upgrade your phone, that's when you start looking at
it. You start shopping around.
You cast about
to see who gets you the best deal.
All right, let's take a look at Fiserv.
Fiserv, not a pretty day here. Actually, the worst day ever on record for the company. This is a fintech company that we're talking about, falling for its lowest level since 2018. This is after its results really confused Wall Street. They suffered a record plunge after slashing their outlook for full year earnings and third quarter results that really did not fall well in terms of Wall Street expectations here. So you really are seeing the stock taking a beating today in particular, but it hasn't really been a pretty picture this year totally here. I mean, shares have been down 64% so far this year. So clearly a troubled company right now.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.